Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is that time where I make another ideas video. This time it's going to be spring ideas. Last time I did this, I did summer/spring ideas. This time I'm bringing you full spring ideas, okay? What are the vibes? What are we playing? What are we doing? Here are all the spring ideas I have for you. Starting out with clothing, the outfits, the vibes. For me personally, lately I've been really into the idea of dopamine dressing, which I think is pretty much just dressing so much for the feeling of what the clothes bring you instead of if it really like matches or looks cohesive or not. Like wearing whatever patterns you want, whatever textures. I love something flowy, so I'm always wearing something flowy, and that's my version of dopamine dressing. A flowy skirt could be with something that doesn't match, but I don't care. Also, spring weather is very polarizing, at least here where I am in Canada. There's so much snow on the ground right now, and the last week I was walking outside in just a long sleeve top. Okay, also because it's spring, I feel like you can play so much more with just like skirts and short sleeves, long sleeves, cardigans, scarves. It's that area of being able to go outside and layer, but also not have to layer too much. So I don't know, just playing with textures, playing with lace, patterns, and color palettes, just really dressing with what makes you happy. I don't even care about like how cohesive my outfit may be. Sometimes I'm just gonna enjoy what I wear. Here are like some examples of what I was thinking of that I had saved in my Pinterest for this. I've been wearing a lot of corsets and like asymmetrical skirts. I don't know, so that's been my vibe lately, and I'm excited to do more of that in spring, especially more dresses. Anytime there's an excuse to wear more dresses, I'll be wearing more dresses. Okay, on to what games we're playing. There's been a lot of new releases, I feel like, or games that are set to release this spring. Pokopia. I don't know how you say it, but Pokopia has been really popular lately. It is the new Pokemon game. I'm not a huge Pokemon girly, but I feel like it's a good mention because it just came out. It seems like it's a lot like Animal Crossing. Do with that what you will. If you want, you know, Animal Crossing but Pokemon vibes, this game probably is for you. One that I personally have been looking forward to is Solasta 2. It recently just came out, at least the early access version, and it reminds me a lot of like Baldur's Gate with the combat, and there's like cool in-depth character creation, and that's important to me. Okay, character creation, that's my everything. And the game I'm most excited for is Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. Okay, the new Tomodachi Life. I am so excited for this game to come out. I'd never played Tomodachi before, but it seems like it's such my type of game. I think Tomodachi Life just is such a funny and like whimsy game. Aside from those newer games that I just mentioned, I was going to say starting a new game file or starting a new save file in a game that you already play, because I feel like a lot of games, once you have a new save file, they usually put you into spring. In my head, like I always play spring in Sims when I start a new game. Stardew Valley does the same thing for you. If you're want to start a new Animal Crossing, you'd be starting in spring. So aside from games, just life stuff, doing a really big spring reset. For me, I feel like there's been a lot of changes moving into the spring and moving, and there's like things that I'm just so excited and looking forward to. Clearing your space, cleaning your space, and renewing your space and setting new intentions, because that's really when I reawaken. Like winter and New Year's is not even like that reawakening for me. I know maybe for a lot of people it's like the new year, new start. For me, it's always spring. I feel like that's when I defrost. Deep clean, if you need to deep clean, reset. It's spring. It finally feels like an actual transition, an actual renewal. Then this lifestyle category, here is things I want to do this spring. Literally recently, just today, I made Lego for the first time ever. I've never made Lego ever, and I just made like a really cute flower vase, and I just didn't realize how nice it is to have like that brain off activity, and especially doing flowers for spring. Lego has a bunch of really pretty flowers, and so now I think I'm obsessed, and I will have new Lego flowers in the backgrounds of my videos. Now I think I'm going to be making Legos, only the flower ones. Lego seems like it gets really difficult, and I'll just stick to the flowers. But also doing these activities like outside, you know, even gaming, I obviously I'm gaming year round. I always love having like a handheld portable gaming device. I have a Steam Deck and a Switch Lite, and now it feels great that we can go outside. So taking gaming outside, maybe building Lego outside, doing hobbies outside, picnic blanket, reading, just trying to get as much sunshine as possible, especially if you're vitamin D deficient. Get your sun, okay? I'm like a perpetually always inside person, and I need to try and really go out when the season invites me out. You know, I don't want to go outside right now because there's so much snow outside. I feel like I need to try and do hot girl walks more. I want to do them more, but I don't do them enough. So this year, maybe that's one of my goals, is to actually stick to doing the hot girl walk or a hike, that sort of thing. Now for like food sort of things, I've seen people say that they are making their food whimsical. It's pretty much just adding cute shapes and colors to your food. It could be dyeing your food, changing the shape of like the butter you put on your toast into little stars. You just need like a cutout and some dye and some sprinkles, and there you made whimsical food. That could trick your brain into like getting excited to like make your coffee in the morning, to put some sprinkles in it, or to bake bread and add some color to the bread. I've seen such a beautiful artistic bread being made. Also, I always say this, but like seasonal harvest, cooking with what is in season, even for the month. I don't know how true all the diagrams I see are, but just what foods are in season and eating those foods. I don't know, I find it fun. I think it's cute. I think it's very within the season. It feels whimsical to me, okay? Last summer, I made strawberry rhubarb tea, and that was really fun. I think a cookbook that I would recommend to do this with is the Stardew Valley cookbook, because obviously Stardew Valley is very much seasons based. I really do want to make more Stardew Valley recipes. I think it's also a fun way to incorporate things into your food that you wouldn't otherwise eat, especially if it's like seasonal food. I've seen people make bath tea. I feel like it's like bath salts in a way, but it's also like a herbal bath. I don't know, but they put it into like almost like a tea pouch, like a really big tea pouch, and will hang it into their bath. And I just think that's cute. I don't know what it does. Maybe it probably makes your bath smell really nice, but I'd probably make the pouch version of it and not just like put the herbs in the bathtub, because cleaning that up sounds like a nightmare. And on that note, I feel like kind of starting a tea collection, or like a herbs collection, like little jars, so I can make my own tea blends. Also a bath tea blend you can make, but being able to just like, oh, I want chamomile, I want hibiscus, or whatever it is, and you can just like make your own little tea blend. When it comes to doing some outside activities, on my list this year is doing yoga outside, or going to a park and doing yoga, just trying to do yoga more in nature. I've only ever done yoga at home or at a studio in a class. Other outside activities that would be really fun this year I'd like to start is gardening. I would like to have a herb garden. I would like to grow like parsley and dill, and I don't know, I'm gonna look at other things I'd like to grow in like little buckets, but starting that. Maybe if I should have started my seeds already for some of these things, but you can also just get sprouts at the garden center. I love going to the garden center. It's an event for me every spring, going to the garden center. Maybe I'm picking up like one thing from the garden center, but I don't know. I like going to the garden center. Also, doing more recreational activities outside, like tennis. I've seen people do pickleball and like badminton. Maybe things with a net. I don't know. I feel like those ones are kind of like ones you can get into and pick up, and it's not like a crazy learning curve. If you don't know how to do it, you can pick it up pretty easy. I think I'd like to play some tennis. But yeah, what would you guys be doing this spring, or looking forward to this spring? What would you add to this? I feel like the whimsy vibes are really in, and I hope they're here to stay, as well as the analog vibes. But I don't know, living whimsically has done wonders for me lately, so I'm just gonna keep that energy going into spring, and I'm just excited for the renewal of things. If you watch my videos often, I'm excited to finally be in a space where I can film way more often and bring different types of content. And yeah, so I'm just looking forward to that refresh of energy. Let me know what you guys are doing. What are you looking forward to? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, if you like this video, like, subscribe, check out my other videos, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!